Welcome back to the Hamlet, Rags to Riches. It is part 5 in season 6. Here we go. Alright, so we are starting in Accrington, and I don't know what's going on with this team, but yeah. Now, they're sitting 24 in the league, and 2 times in a row, they are completely controlling the possession against us. The last time we were at home, they did the same thing. They don't really create a lot of chances, but we can get the ball back when they get it. And they just pass it between themselves in the back line, and we can't really get it back, and they don't really create anything. But they did manage to get a goal early on, and then they just controlled it home. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. It's the only game, or the only team we have seen this with. All the rest of them, we are the one in control. So it's a bug. I don't know what it is. It's a very odd kind of fluke in the match engine, because it doesn't really make any sense to me. We thankfully bounced back in the next game against Wigan. They were 15th in the league. So yeah, a pretty good result. But to be really honest here, I think that red card, that we got most of our chances after that happened. So yeah, and we got a little bit lucky near the end getting that result. I pushed it on attacking, and we got that result. But all in all, 3 points, and I'm really happy about it. But I think we got a little bit lucky with that red card and also getting the goal near the end. But there we go, 3 points. Morecambe away from home. They were 6th in the league, and as we can see here, they won by a penalty. We have a few too many personal mistakes this season, and it is costing us a couple of wins and a couple of draws. In this case, it would have been a draw instead. But yeah, it's like, what can you do? What can you do? Personal mistakes. It's hard to do anything about them. So I'm not too worried. We are losing against one of the bigger in the league, so it's not like, they're not the biggest, but it's a loss. Whatever. Let's move on. Millwall away from home, and this is not the league. This is the Papa John's Trophy, the last one, because we did lose it. So 3-1, and Millwall is a big team. They are they're more like championship level, but they are sitting in League 1 right now. So, but of course, a much bigger team than ours. Also in terms of money. Like they're, 10 times bigger than us. So yeah, finally we are out of this friendly kind of tournament. There is some money in it when we are up here. I think that was like 40k if you win, but you know what? I'm actually pretty happy we got out of it now, so we don't need to play those friendlies anymore. Away from home against Plymouth, they were 17th in the league. Pretty boring 0-0 result, but you have to remember, we just got promoted. I actually think we are still doing quite all right, also in the league. It's like, okay, well, we're turning into the draw team, or the team that draws a lot. That's okay, I guess. For this season, it's okay. At home against Northampton, and they are also 17th in the league because, changes. So, yeah, a pretty good victory here. Willis, of all people, Willis turning up with 2 goals with his. I think he got 1 in finishing and 5. I think he got 5 as composure. So, of all people, he's going to turn up with the goals here. That's pretty incredible. But, yeah, well, thanks to him, we are getting ourselves a victory finally. And then back to the draws against Colchester. And yeah, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just a result. And you know what? I'll take it. We're away from home. It's okay. Next one is against Esther. We are playing at home. They are 20th in the league. I think we should have gotten this one. Honestly, it's a little bit. Yeah, they didn't have many shots on target, and the ones they had went in, at least 2 of them. So it's a little bit disappointing when we were up 2-0, but you know what? Again, a 2-2. It's not the end of the world here. Jarvis coming up big here for us with 2 goals. He's been actually quite good in some games in the last couple of games. He's actually been quite good, popping up with quite a few goals actually. Stockport away from home. And would you have it, another draw against number 21 in the league. Yeah, we are definitely turning into the team that is just playing for the draws, aren't we? Get Garner with a goal, and yeah, I don't really know what to say here, because it's not bad results per se. It's just, yeah, still we're doing okay. Overall picture here, overall picture, even with all these draws, I think it's okay. I think it's absolutely fine. We're definitely surviving this year, and that's the most important thing. I would even go so far to say that we are doing far better than what I expected us to do this season. We are playing very even up against some pretty big opponents here in League 2. So I'm actually pretty happy with some of these results that are just draws. That means we are very likely to survive. We're not conceding many goals. We're not losing many, but we are having a lot of draws, and that's okay, but not too many wins either. It's just a lot of draws, but that's okay for this first season up here. So yeah, there we have it. We do have 2 losses in this period. So it's not great, but if you look at the conceded goals, we are not conceding that many, actually. It's not too bad. It's definitely not bad. I think we're looking quite all right. But the games is a little bit boring. I gotta say, it's not the most exciting in the world. But I don't think it ever will with this formation and this tactic. I'm still a little bit, should I really move forward with my plan here, bringing in players that are working into this formation? I'm not sure. It's like I probably should because it's working, but it's also a little bit boring how we're playing, to be honest. But it works, and that is the main key to football. If it works, then you should probably not change it because we're definitely doing good. We have to remember here, most of our players are definitely not League 2 standard. They are National League standard. That's a whole other thing, They are not really the quality of League 2, so we are doing absolutely fine here. I actually decided to give a few contracts again this season pretty early on, so no one would snap them out from me. And I just want to give it to some of the players that actually deserve it, have played really well, or have a good couple of games, and I feel like that I can use next year as well. So Aaron Jarvis, he's going to stay for another year as a fringe player, and I think if anything, he's a quality backup. That's what he is, a quality backup on 375 wages. It's just a great player to have in there as a backup striker. Also, for Bess, have signed a new contract, just another 1 year. That's the 3rd time I'm signing him for 1 year contract. I should probably just, get him for a couple of years, but he is 27 now, but he's been great. I mean, he's I don't know, he might even be the one with the highest rating. We could check that out later on, but he's probably one of the guys up there every single time. And it's not often he has a bad game. He usually just do really well. He also get a couple of goals each season. So yeah, 400 wages, probably going to be a backup next season. But you know what? Still, it's quite good. I think it's good just to have him 1 more year. And the last one I have signed a contract with is Paddy Lane. Just 1 year, of course. Squad player, 500 wages. Again, he has shown me that his ratings, they are up there. He is one of the better players. Even these 3 guys, they are not really, they are more National League in terms of quality, but they have shown enough that they are good enough for League 2. Maybe their numbers are not there, but their average rating are. So, you know what? I'll sign them again, and we probably won't see too many re-signings this season. We will probably have probably the largest amounts of turnovers in terms of player base that we have seen in this save for the next upcoming summer transfer. But and we might not do as well as we did this year next season because we do have a lot of players going out and a lot coming in likely. So, but there we go. These 3 are gonna stick around at least for 1 more year. So in today's episode, we do have 2 games to play. We got a game against Gillingham, and we also got one against Wrexham. And it's not the most exciting games. Gillingham is 18, and Wrexham is 11th. But I think it was a good time or amount of time to come back for. We are pretty much. We are actually way further in the season than I actually thought we were. We are actually nearing the end here. There might only be 3 episodes left or something like that. But the most exciting thing, with all these draws, we are still 5th in the league. 52 points. It's quite incredible that we are still up there with all these draws. Look at that. 16 draws. 16. That's insane. We are not that far off the top. We're not going to get there, of course, but just being here, we are secure. We are I think we could lose the rest of the games, and I still think we would manage to keep up. That on its own is a win. We have already done it this season. We have absolutely already done what we needed this season, and that is staying up in League 2. So now it's all bonus. I'm seeing the rest of this season here just as a bonus, basically. So that's pretty great. And look at this. Look at this. Against, we're only letting in 23 goals in the 31. That's not bad. As a promoted team, that's not bad at all. Look at some of these teams around us. 32, 35, 44. Bristol Rovers, 44. We're doing absolutely great. We're doing perfectly well here. We might not be the most exciting team in the league to watch, but you know what? We are very stable. And we do score quite a bit of goals as well. 39 goals? That's not too bad, is it? It's more than one every single game. Yeah, I'll take that. So as much as this tactic might not be the most exciting and so on and so forth, it is a very stable tactic, and I think it is the tactic we should move on with. But there is always a but I think there might be slight changes. Maybe. But I think the formation is there. I just think it's the tactic that we might need to shape out a little bit going forward. So, but yeah, we'll see about that. We will see about that. One thing I am a little bit worried about currently is our finances. It's not really going up. It's just, yeah. And we are around those 20k, and we might not have enough money to do it this season or next season. What I wanted to do is bring in a lot of youth players and bring in, the staff for them as well. I'm not sure if we are there yet. If we can manage to gain where we are right now in our wages and stuff, then I might think that we need to wait another year for that. It's a little bit annoying, but we also have another season to maybe, shape our formation, not the formation, but shape the tactic a little bit better, because this season we have used the same as we did in the previous season. And it works, but I think we need to have... I'm not even sure if we need to change anything, but we definitely need to have something that we can use in League 1 and also Championship. But maybe we shouldn't do that right now. Maybe we should just focus on League 2. But I don't think we are, in terms of money, I don't think we are quite where we need to be in terms of getting in like 15 youth academy players. I don't think we are there, because it's going to be quite hard on the wages. And we also, those 15 youth academy players also need like 2, 3, or even 4 staff members in that can, use that is in the under 23s staff area. And I don't think we have the money for it right now. But we will see after the, in the summer transfer, we will see how it works out for us. But today we do have a game against Gillingham, and they are 18th in the league, like I said. And I think we are going in like I pretty much have played every single game this season. Opposition instructions, tackle harder. Okay, that's the first time I've seen that in a long time, so let's do that actually. For today's game, we are starting with Partington in goal, Brooking on the fullback area, Spencer Adams, Raha, Stephenson, Haseman, Anderson, Friel, Willis, Lane, and Garner. I got to say, Taz, he's not a star player. I made the mistake again. I did it with, what was his name back then? I don't remember his name anymore. One of the midfielders that I bought he was really bad. We still even have Hill. What was he? I don't remember the other guy's name, but Hill is still here, but he's going to be released near the end of the season. Taz, I don't know what to do with him. He's just not playing well. No matter what I do with him, he's just not playing well. There are some players, they just never will play well for you for some odd reason. Maybe it's the tactic, maybe it's the whatever it is. He's not doing it for me. And I got to say, the same can be said about Hughes. But here's the thing, Hughes actually did quite well last season. So the step up to League 2 seems to be too much for him. But he is, on paper, one of our best players. He just doesn't show it. I mean, if we take a look at him, last season he did like 7.35. This season, 6.85. I think he's one of the lowest average ratings. Actually, let's check that out. He is just above Asante, who has also had a terrible season for us. He's not doing well, but he is coming off from the bench quite a lot. But Hughes, he's on 6.84 from 27 games as starting. That's terrible. Same with Tess, 17 starting. They're not doing well. Carrington either, not really doing well. Our whole right side, not doing too well, to be honest. Willis is already also down here, but he has shown some promising signs here in the last couple of 5 games he had played. So at least he is he's bringing some goals to us, so at least he's doing that. But yeah, we do have a couple of players that I might want to try to get rid of, like Hughes and Tess. They are on longer contracts. For 1 more year after that. And honestly, I would like to get rid of them because they are on some pretty combined, that's over 2,000 in wages, right? So I think we're going to try and get rid of those as well in the summer transfer. But yeah, let's get back to the game here. And let's just get into it, man. Let's just get into it. All right, here we go. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we are not seeing many highlights here on key highlights. I don't think there is going to be a lot. Many of the games we're playing against like the teams down there. There doesn't seem to be a lot of highlights against those. And honestly, it usually is a pretty boring game, but it is what we need. I mean, it's not what we need to do. It's just what I like to do for this season because, and probably next season as well, because it is working. I'm not going to change it just because it's boring. I'll rather win, or I'll rather be further up, the ranking list or in positionings, rather than playing some exciting football where it's going to be ding-dong matches where we win 4-3 or lose 4-3. It's just, this way is better. It's just a little bit boring. But you know what? I guess I'm for boring if it means we're going to win. At least for now. I'm going to pump some fist here and say, go out there and press me. Didn't work. It never works. I feel like the first dressing room talk there, it never works for me. It's just always like, nah. But that's okay, I guess. They do get the first shot here, not surprisingly. But hopefully we can manage to find a narrow win, like 1-0. I wouldn't mind that. Not at all. I wouldn't mind it. But I am getting mad if they are going to score a goal from a free kick or one of our guys making a mistake for a penalty. I really hate to see it. I would really like to have a game where I'm not seeing it. I mean, it's not too bad, but we definitely have a couple of goals against us from directly free kicks or our own stupidity, penalties, or just really big mistakes. And that's probably been the storyline of this season. But no, actually, I think the main storyline is that we are 5th in the league. That's probably the main storyline, isn't it? That's quite good. And also all the draws. That's the storyline. All the draws and 5th in the league. Oh, that's a good ball for Willis. Can he? Oh, he can. Was that the 7th goal of the season? He got 1 finishing, 5 in composure, and he is killing it. Lovely to see. I mean, he's still pretty low in average rating because he has a lot of really bad games. But sometimes he's popping up with these goals, and that's great. Well done by Garner here. Good assist as well. Really doing his... I actually did change it to a target forward instead of a pressing forward again. So, yeah, he's sometimes dropping deep, getting the ball, turning around for one of the wingers that is cutting in. So that's great to see. But yeah, that could be a big goal, man. That could be a big goal. Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. 68% possession here. That's pretty good. I mean, away from home, this could be a really big goal for us. But I would be surprised if they're not going to score. I'm just so used to seeing draws now that I'm just expecting it. But yeah, I mean, the tactic is working. We are controlling most of the matches. We don't concede too much. And you know what? It works. What else can I say? It works. Right? I mean, why wouldn't you take that? Why wouldn't you take that? I've said it already in this episode. We're not a League 2 quality side. No, most of our players are National League level or even North and South level. We're not really a League 2, and it's only the tactic, and it's only consistency is keeping us up where we are right now. Just consistent, not conceding too many goals. That's why we are still where we are. Well done controlling the possession. I like to say that because it very often it seems to be doing really well for them in terms of morale. There we go. I like to say that when we have done really well in possession, I like to say it because they have done well. Even if we are still 0-0, I say it because it is. We are controlling the game, and that is the main point. Ooh, don't concede any penalties here. Oh, Jesus, that was a shot. I think it went over. It just went over. But wow, that was a shot. Really curved well. Yeah. Yeah, but so far so good. That's pretty much their only chance, isn't it? And this one in this beginning here. I mean, it might be boring, but it works. I mean, it works. Yeah. But they could still get a goal. But we do get a corner here. Ooh. Hit the crossbar. Spencer Adams on the crossbar. Yeah. Another one. Lane and Spencer Adams again. And hitting the crossbar again, I think. Or maybe it just went over this time. But yeah, so far so good. We are getting the highlights and all. Who should we get out? Man, I have to sneeze. Oh, that's so... When you try to hold on to a sneeze, but you have to sneeze, it's the worst. It's the worst, especially when you're going live. I could imagine all the Twitch streamers and all that. It must be annoying. I really like doing YouTube instead of Twitch, also because this recording, it doesn't take too much of my time. It's like I might record for like 30 minutes or 50 minutes, but I can cut in it. So I don't, it's like if you're recording, you're just there for hours. I can't do that. I'm too old for that kind of thing. Maybe I just don't have the mindset for it or something like that. I think Isthmian is pretty done for, so we should probably take him off for James. James has been all right. I think James is one of the better players over the seasons. He's just never, he's not a first, he's just kind of a squad player, He's not a starter. He just always do well when he starts. Honestly, he might be, I might let him go as well in the summer. Many of these guys are going to be let go in the summer. Unless, I'm going to sign contracts to people that deserves it. If they have done well over the seasons and also in this season, I might give them a new contract, but they're not going to be, none of these guys are probably going to be, I'm saying it, but someone like Andersen, he's going to be sticking around because he got a further contract with us, along with, I think, Stephenson also is, maybe not actually, is it that? No, his contract is running out. So, yeah, big things are going to happen in the summer. I can feel it. And it might go a little bit sour in the beginning of the next season, because if you make big changes to your squad, they tend to not play as well in the next season. And I know that, and I'm expecting it. We'll probably have a really good season here to begin with, and then we will have a little bit of a season next season, but we are more about the finances. We need to get the finances correct. And that might be tricky. But at least we're getting a new stadium, we get the training grounds, we get all that going, so that's good. Do I want to get anyone else out there? 69 minutes in. Yeah, probably make a double sub here. I just don't know who. No, you know what? Just keep playing here. We're doing okay. Not like I need to make that sub. Only if they're too knackered to play on, I take them out. Oh, hello, Andersen. Wow, hitting the crossbar. Not bad. Okay. Blaine is having a good game. That's why he got a new contract, because he usually have a good game. He also have a couple of bad games, but, for the most part, he's been pretty good. Honestly, we could take him off for Gilligan. I think we're going to do that. And let's wait 5 minutes. Let's wait 5 minutes here for the next one. Look how narrow this is. We're going to win that ball. No, we are not, because I didn't... That's a pretty poor, header. We didn't get the second ball. That could cost us, but it didn't. But it could still cost us. It's still their highlight. I wouldn't be surprised if they score now. I really wouldn't. There we go. It's been like this all season. It's been like that. Either we score first or the other team score first, and then, pretty late on, the other team is going to score. And then it's a 1-1 or just a 0-0. I'm not surprised at all. Right, just give it. We have seen it. We know what it is. And honestly, I don't even want to change the mentality here. I'm just going to let it run its course. 85 minutes in. Let's do the last sub, and that's about it. Let's do Willis for Tess or Carrington. Let's bring Carrington on in. He at least got some pace to him. He could do something, He needs one opportunity when he's running fast, and bang, he's in. But it's probably not gonna happen. It looks like a draw, like always. Yeah, there we go. Another draw. No surprise. I'm not surprised. That was the most likely outcome. But it is, it feels annoying, but I'm not even getting it that annoyed by it anymore. It's like, okay, fine. We're doing well this season. I don't really care about it. We are away from home. It's okay. There we go. Another draw. Oh, Patrick Weber is going out on loan very late here. That's That's fine. We're gonna save a bit of our wages here. That's fine. We're not using him. He's just sitting in the under 23. So yeah, there we go. That's also another thing I want to do. I want to cut down on all of our wages and, you know, bring in more youth that we can use in both our youth academy and also in our first team squad. That probably means we will have a bit of a hard time in next season. But you know what? If we can just stay up again, get another mid-table kind of season, I'll be okay with that. It's not like I'm saying that our squad is old, but we don't have any youngsters. And one of the things there is here in League 2 is if you have under 23s, actually, let's check it out, actually. Let's go into... No, we can actually do it in here. Go into registration here. You can see players of the age of 20 or younger do not have to be registered. So that means if we are signing more youth, like 18, 19-year-olds, even younger than that, we will be able to have some of them also come up here and help us out and have a bigger squad. Because right now, we only have these 22, so the rotation is quite hard on them. I mean, they did fine this season because most of them had really good work, stamina and fitness and all that. But still, it would be nice to have like a good, I don't know, between 25 and 30 players to rotate between. And for that, we also need the youth academy to come into play. But it's going to be hard finding that quality. It really is going to be hard to find that quality. Because if you want the quality for this league, but expecting to pay 400 wages for it, you know, and also they need to be 19, 18, 20, 21, 22 maybe. You know, that's gonna be a little bit tough to find all those players, isn't it? But hopefully I can manage that. Anyway, Wrexham, 11th in the league. What are we gonna expect? Probably a draw. Do we end more with? Yeah, I'll take that. We'll try that. All right, so for this game, we're gonna play Partington again, of course. Hughes, Fobbers, Wilson, Clemens, Haseman, Anderson, Friel, Willis, Lane, and Garner. Pretty much the same team. Is there any changes? I don't need. Yeah, I think Forbes didn't play last game. Did Hughes? I don't know. I think Stephenson and who was the other guy over there? Didn't they play the last game? Brooking? I think Brooking and Stephenson played the last game as the fullbacks. Anyhow, almost the same. It's been like this pretty much all season. Just a couple of changes here and there just to rotate a bit. And there we go. Into the match we go. Well, here we go. They're definitely better their form, but yeah, let's find out if it's gonna be a draw. If I was to odds on anything, it would be a draw. But yeah, let's find out. We're doing well. I think we are doing well. We're still in the playoff spots. I mean, I'm expecting us to drop just below that. I'm still thinking like 10th, 11th, maybe 12th, something like that. That's probably where we're gonna end up. But yeah, if we can do that, I'll be happy about that. That's fine. If we're gonna stay in the playoff, that would be insane. I mean, we're not ready to go up. We are not ready to go up into the next league. We would get destroyed in League 1. At least I feel like we would get destroyed up there. I might be wrong, but yeah, I don't think we deserve to go up. Willis with a yellow card and Haseman. I got to do it. I mean, we have seen already once this season that Haseman can destroy a game like that. So let's make sure they're eased off. I don't even play with hard tackles on right now, or tackle harder. So yeah, too many yellow cards. Did I bring it back? I don't remember. No, get stuck in. No, it's not there. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we don't play with it. So 2 yellows before 10 minutes. Not great. It's not great. Wrexham is definitely the better team right now, but we do get a 1 shot off here, so that's good. 0.09 XG. Another good shot there. Okay, looks good. Hughes is having a good game. Wow, that's a new one. Hopefully he's going to do something this game. But not a whole lot of highlights. But that's, yeah. It's been like that. For the most part. Even on extended, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I'm not even seeing a whole lot, to be honest. And I'm still getting a little bit annoyed by playing on extended, so I'm playing some of the games on key highlights because I don't really have anything I want to change. You know when you see, I just can't find anything I want to change. We're playing well. If again we're playing over the quality we have, so I don't really want to change anything. Why change it if it's not broken? It's definitely not broken. It's just a little bit boring. Well, that's okay. I can live with that. Ooh, okay, that's a strange highlight. Well, Phobos, what are you doing? Okay, that's a... Oh, please don't lose it here. Clemens, Lane, Real, he got room. Ah, that's a poor ball. That's a poor ball. Yeah. Oh, and they are in. And they didn't score. Oh, but it was actually quite close. That ball really... when you're playing on this, what's it called, vertical highlights, you definitely see how the balls are curving a lot in this game. Probably too much, but it's fun to see. It's fun to see. I think it's definitely better for the best, because if you remember back in... When was it they put that in? Was that FM19 or maybe FM20? But before that, the ball couldn't curve. So it was just straight balls all the time. It was just... it's way better now, of course. It looks much better. Hands on hips. I am happy about the possession. Yeah, there we go. I'm still thinking this is going to be a 0-0. More than likely, actually. Oh, here we go, Lane. We are definitely dangerous from corners. Oh, but we don't have a Mills. We don't have a Mills. Would like to have a Mills 2.0. That would be great, but Garnet is not that. Nah. Maybe we'll find someone in the transfer summer window that is more like Mills 2.0. Maybe. But I think if there is any spot where we could go out and find someone that was really good, not a star player, I don't want to, but someone that could be really good in a very specific positioning, it could be the striker area, where we find that, 2-meter tall kind of lad that got jumping reads of 18 and heading of 15 and also a decent composure and decent finishing and just really good on all the, corners and free kicks and all that. I think that's probably something that would be nice to get. That's annoying. Haseman with another pretty big mistake here. Well, that is... yeah, I think we're going to lose this one right now. I don't really want to stick it on attacking. I think we'll just lose by more. I think I'll rather wait until very late to do that. That's a terrible mistake by Haseman. Absolutely horrible. He hasn't been that great, actually. I think at best he's average. But for the most part, he's actually not doing that great. Neither is Anderson. None of them. Actually, our whole midfield is not really that great. They should be. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be. They're just average, basically. So, yeah. Not, but yeah, definitely a bad game by Haseman here. Actually, most of our players are having a really terrible game. Average or rating wise here. Wilson, he's having a bad game, that's for sure. Willie's having a bad game. Let's bring him off for Asante. See what Asante has been pretty terrible every time he's played, but I'll give him a chance. Get Garner. Let's bring in Jarvis. Jarvis seems to be having good games at the moment, so let's bring him in. He should probably get more playtime anyway. He could get a goal from a corner or something. He's a little bit more of a target man than Garner is, so let's try him out. I'm not gonna take Haseman off. At least not for now. There we go. Move on. See if we can get a goal. Maybe we should go attacking. I don't know. I don't feel like it's a good idea. Actually, let's just go positive. Okay. Could be something. Could be something here. Clemens, back to Wilson. Haseman, Friel, Lane. Overlapping? No. Clemens. Back into Friel. Can we find something out here? Haseman going back to Wilson. No, we got to switch side here. Forbes into Anderson. Asante into Jarvis. That could be something. Oh, that's a piss poor. Piss poor. Oh, that was so bad. I can't. He even got 12 finishing. I think he got 12 finishing, actually, Jarvis. That was piss poor. Are they going to get another goal here? No, but they... it's not very often they score directly from a corner, but often I'm seeing goals after it. And same deal here. Why? I don't know, but more than often, when I'm seeing corner goals against me, it's like this. They don't get them in directly, but, in the follow-up, they do get the goal. So, yeah. I don't know what's going on here. He didn't attack him, or he was just standing in there looking at him until he finished it off. Terrible. This is actually a pretty terrible game. I'm a little bit surprised that it wasn't a draw, but yeah, it's yeah. You know? Are we going to see another one? It's like they're not attacking the ball. Lane is getting out there, but they're just too slow to get to the ball. Yeah, that's going to be another goal. Wow. But close. And I don't think I can, tactically, I don't think I can do anything about that, actually. I don't know why that is. I don't see it often for us. I don't see many corner goals like that for us, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, bad result. Very bad result, actually. One of the worst. One of the worst of the season, of course, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say here. I still think we are doing the right thing, just continuing with this kind of tactic. We're away from home against Wrexham. We know who Wrexham is. They're definitely a better team than us. So, yeah. There we go. We are still up there. We are still number 7 in the league. I mean, with a draw, and a loss in the last. We're in some pretty bad form, but yeah, I mean, even if we fall down to like 14th or something like that, I'm still okay with that. It's like it's not a big deal to me. As long as we survive, I'm cool. And yeah, I think the results will come at some stage next season, maybe the season after that. I don't think we will have the best season in the world next season, but this season it's already been good. So yeah, let's just talk along and get through the season, and you know what? Have a big summer transfer window, and then next season, with all the youth we are probably gonna bring in, hopefully that's what's gonna happen. We can start, developing into that kind of team that we want to be. Not in terms of how we're playing, but in terms of the background, the youth academy and all that. So yeah, we're doing well. We're doing okay. It might not look good, and it might be a little bit boring and all that. But yeah, we're not losing many games, as you can see. 4 games lost. So yeah, there we go. One to Wrexham here, but overall picture, we are doing really well. We're doing really, really well. And yeah, we don't really have that many games left, actually. I think I'm gonna come back like, I don't know. I really don't. Maybe the Leighton. It's gonna be a big game. They're actually falling quite a bit from grace. Yeah, 8th place. I didn't expect them to be down there. They are actually below us in the league, but I am expecting them to go above us at some stage. But maybe I'll come back for that game and maybe the Stockport. I don't know. Maybe Barrow. Maybe Barrow, Leighton, and then maybe Rochdale as the last one in the season. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around next time.